Hello, Melissa. It is Tuesday afternoon, and right now I would typically be watching Conan O'Brien on demand. However, because there's no Gilmore Girls this week due to this stupid Christmas schedule, I watched it earlier than I normally do. And I have ample time to make this video because there's no Daily Show or no new Colbert Report since they have families and have to go on vacation. Completely ridiculous. Whatever. Sure. No, I'm just kidding. Although it is terribly difficult to get used to not watching them. And then when they come back on and like it's just so exciting to see a new episode that you don't want to fathom it. And you think to yourself, is this real? Am I here? Paris? But that was from Funny Face. I'm trying not to use the word because I keep saying it, or like the word so, and they're my transitional filler words, and it's just it doesn't make me sound eloquent, and I cannot accept that. I do not want to sound like an uneducated fool. However, I do. So, I guess that's it. It's officially break, and that is such a happy thought. It almost counteracts the sadness I feel due to the lack of Gilmore Girls and Daily Show and Colbert Report, but not quite. Although the prospect of doing all my art projects also brings me a level of joy that I would not have felt any other time. Such as, I was saying such as to my art projects. That didn't really flow very well. But one of the art projects I'm doing is my clay face, and I chose Luke Wilson as Richie Tenebaum. And I don't have any other reference for you, so you can tell who he is and see. So that's that. But this is my mask, and I asked my mom what she thought of it yesterday, along with his creepy eyes. And you can't tell that they're shiny, but they are shiny. I painted them with Mod Podge, but because my webcam's so bad, you can't see the Mod Podge. I asked her what she thought, and she said that it was disgusting to see the face of a man just laying on the table, especially because he's looking straight up. Like if he's laying down, it's just like. And she said it was disgusting. So this severed head has to find another place other than our kitchen table, especially because my sister's coming to town with her baby, and God knows what he would do with it. And what else? I am terribly sad that nobody introduced me to John Green sooner in life. I cannot believe it has taken me so long to figure out. Sorry. I had chips for lunch, so that was a hiccup from the chips. Oh. I don't even remember what I was going to say about John Green. I have to catch up on all the stuff that I've been missing for all these years. All his books and his videos, and I'm just at a loss that I did not have more people shoving him in my face like John Gaba did today. It's just disgraceful. Because I find his voice incredibly soothing, both of them. I mean, I like them both. I think I've seen more John in the past 2 days than I have Hank. So John is on the, upside right now, and Hank is on the lower side. But usually it's more Hank than John, for me. Especially those videos he did about the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Those were good. But I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, but he's just such an interesting guy, and he talks so fast, and he knows so much. We just watched one of his videos. He was talking about The Great Gatsby, and he was showing up Hank, and about something he said about the word. He said froofy, and John said froofy wasn't a word that frou-frou was, and so then he was talking about liberal arts majors and science majors and how they're different and everything. And it was fascinating, and I was just sitting there in awe of how wonderful John Green is. And then I proceeded to think about how upset I am that nobody ever told me about him before. So, that's that. If I had a nickel. Our musical, you ready for this, is The Wizard of Oz. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Hopefully it's good. My fingers are crossed. Carrie wants to be the lion. Eddie wants to be the scarecrow. and I'm going to be the Tin Man, because I've wanted to be the Tin Man for years. It's a dream of mine. We were talking to Carrie's dad yesterday, and he goes, "You could paint your face silver," and then I said, "and almost die of lead poisoning, just like the original guy." And then if somebody replaced me halfway through the show, that would be a blast and a half. But I feel like if I got anything, I'd be happy, because it's going to stink anyways, so that's that. Might as well just get used to it. The terrible idea of the show running through my head. The only thing I don't want to be is a member of the Lollipop Guild. I would really like to be a flying monkey, though. Although I assume that the flying monkeys have to be limber, and as much yoga as I do, I am not exactly the most graceful person. I know, it's a shock, but it's true. The fact is out there, I am not graceful. In fact, I trip over air sometimes. And it's freezing in my apartment. And because it's so cold, my joints lock up, and I can't walk anywhere, and that's my problem. But we really realistically think that Maddie's going to end up being Dorothy, even though she doesn't want to be, but she's going to be Dorothy. We told her to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow for auditions, only to sing it like a man, so she'd be going, "Somewhere over the rainbow," just like that. I hope you enjoyed that. I feel like that last part looked a lot like Dory when she was whale speaking, which I must admit I realized was my favorite part of Nemo. So, on that happy note, and I'm sure you were dying, Melissa, over that little tidbit of singing I did for you. So since you're probably bent over, doubled over in laughter from that, I'm going to leave you now. We have to schedule our movie marathon very soon, and I will see you sometime.